How to keep your room organized. Do you find yourself drowning in all your clutter? Are you tired of having to dig through clothes to find one article of clothing? And then are you not even sure if it's clean? For the antidote, read on and find a cure. Part 1: Cleaning your room. 1. Step back and evaluate your space. What are 3 things you can do right now that will make your room seem less cluttered and feel better to be in? Do you want to take on your closet? Is there a giant pile of dirty and clean clothes in the corner? Are all your video games littering the floor? These 3 things will seem to make the most progress and will keep you motivated to finish the entire room. It's good to keep the amount of time you have in mind, too. If you only have half an hour, spend 10 minutes on each task. If you have all day, you can get to deep cleaning. With time constraints, it's best to tackle each little bit so you feel as if you made a lot of little efforts toward progress. 2. Put away your clothes. Clean clothes should be hanging in a closet or a wardrobe, or folded on shelves. Don't just throw them on your bed. There are several factors as to how to organize your clothes, and here are a few thoughts. The clothes you wear the most should be the easiest to access. This way you don't rip through all of your clothes every day trying to find that piece you want to wear. Consider organizing your clothes by color or season, too. They'll be easier to find this way and you'll know right where to go. We'll talk more about storage in a bit, but when it comes to your closet or wardrobe, try to utilize all the space. Put shelves above or below your closet rod, buy some boxes, and stack. 3. Organize your books and small items. You probably have a handful of items each day that you take from their proper places, and as the days tick by, this can turn into quite the mess. Take a moment to grab everything you use regularly and organize it on a space on your table or on a shelf that is easily accessible and that is now space for these specific items. Next time you need it, you'll grab it and be able to put it right back where you found it. Figure out how you want to organize your books. If you read on a regular basis, and even if you don't, you need to keep it organized. You may organize by priority, category, then finally in alphabetical order. It's good to develop a system, a blueprint in your head of your room. When you know that books, for example, go here, next time you walk into your room, instead of throwing it on the floor, you go right to the spot where it belongs. 4. Organize your personal hygiene items. Separate and put away the makeup and other items that you only use for special occasions from your everyday items. The unused products can be kept in the bathroom or in a box in your closet. Then, throw away the crumbly, broken, or undesirable items you know you'll never use, they're just cluttering your space. Often this type of item can be put out of sight. Keep them in a storage container, under the bed, or even in a linen closet. 5. Organize your computer area, video games, and entertainment systems. When you're done playing video games, put their cases back, roll the wires up and put all the pieces of equipment away. As for your computer, you can leave it at your desk, but organize around it. Put away your notebooks, textbooks, writing supplies, and whatever else into drawers or aligned nicely in the corner. You may want to take a second and think about what you don't actually need on your desk. What do you never use? You'll be able to be more productive at your desk if it's not cluttered. 6. Keep food out. Unless you are doing a science experiment on how to attract flies, keep food and dirty dishes out of your room. They look bad, can get messy, attract bugs, and sometimes small rodents, and they'll stink up your room. If you have a habit of eating in your room, make sure to keep a garbage container or trash can easily accessible. This way something doesn't end up on the floor and forgotten about for weeks, leading to disaster. Instead, you can just throw it right away. 7. If you're doing a deep clean, dust, mop, or vacuum your room. Looking to get your room nice and sparkly? If you have carpet, vacuum your floors. Wood or tile? Sweep and mop. Also wipe down your surfaces for dust and residue with a damp cloth and some all-purpose cleaner. Spray a good, smelling spray and you're good to go. Not all cleaners are safe for all surfaces. Check the label beforehand to make sure the one you're using is appropriate for the items in your room. Part 2. Doing everyday maintenance. 1. Make your bed. Now that your room is clean, you're going to want to keep it that way. One of the simplest things you can do every day, or nearly every day, to give your room that still clean feel is to make your bed. It takes minutes and can completely change the feel of your room. You can probably get away with not really making it, for the record. Just organize the comforter, or whatever is on top, fluff the pillows, and no one will have a clue. 2. Pick up your clothes and organize your shoes. Another way rooms get messy quickly is when we throw our clothes on the floor. Either we're changing into new ones or clean ones end up on the floor when we're picking out the day's outfit. To avoid a mountain of clothes forming, tackle this issue every day. When it's just a few pieces, it'll take a matter of seconds. You probably go through 1 or 2 pairs of shoes a day, too. Instead of kicking them off and wondering where they wind up, put them back in their spot, ideally a shoe rack or other designated area. 3. Put away clean laundry immediately. How easy is it to take all your clean laundry, dump it on your bed, and call it a day? Too easy, that's what. Unfortunately, then you wind up with yet another pile of clothes to deal with, and they're clean, sure, but now they're wrinkly. Resist the urge to be lazy and put them away when they're fresh out of the dryer. You'll be glad you did. Again, make sure you're putting it back how you want it, not just putting it back so it gets out of the way. Your closet needs to stay organized as much as your room does. 4. Take 5 minutes to pick up your knickknacks. Every day you probably go through a handful of things, a book or two, some toiletries, some papers, video games, makeup, etc. Take a second to put everything back in its place that you've used today, even if you need it tomorrow. Alright, if you need it tomorrow, you can go easy on yourself. Just put the items in an easily accessible area that you can grab and go when necessary. A mid-level shelf is a good bet. Part 3. Making it easier. 1. Buy some good-looking storage pieces. It's pretty difficult to organize any room if you don't have a way to store your belongings. To get jazzed about staying organized, get some pieces for storage that you like and don't mind looking at. Some colorful boxes, some shelves, a shoe or towel rack, and a closet organizer can do wonders. When you can utilize the space you have, your room can open up and seem much, much larger. Try to be innovative if you don't want to make a trip to the store. An umbrella holder can hold cylindrical items like a yoga mat. Gift boxes can be used for small knickknacks. What do you have around that could be put to good use? 2. Use pieces that are multi-functional. Let's say you're out shopping for an end table. You don't want just a table, you want an end table with built-in shelves. Look for pieces that serve 2 functions. Not only do they do their job, but they're also good for storage. Another example is a frame for your bed. When your bed is lifted up off the floor, all of a sudden you have a ton of hidden storage space underneath it, keeping even large items from cluttering your room. 3. Keep your least used items out of reach. When you have a whole bunch of things in front of you and you don't know how to organize them, whether they're clothes or video games, aim to keep everything you use regularly at hand or eye level. Everything you don't use can be put on the floor or above your head. It keeps these areas organized since you don't mess with them often and makes it easy for you to find what you need. Sometimes this requires overhauling your entire closet or bookshelf. If that's the case, so be it. You'll be glad you did when you're done, and your closet or shelving unit will look like new. 4. Label your storage items. Once your closet and room get organized, it's surprisingly easy to let it slip back into disarray. A good way to make it easy on yourself is to put labels on boxes and storage pieces. Then when you have a piece and you don't remember where it goes, the labels do the work for you. Choose a label that matches the feel of your room. You can either print them out on your computer or buy pre-made labels from the store. Use a permanent marker to label them, put them away, and your room will be in total order. Tips. Make your bed every morning you wake up. You can possibly make tidying up a habit. Or maybe every Sunday, for example, if you don't have time on weekdays. Think of how you want your dream room to look and put in as much time and effort as needed. Make sure your dresser is organized so you know that you have one spot for everything. Donate no longer used items. If you share a room, ask to have your part of the room on one side and your sister/brother's part on the other. Do your side however you like. If you're done reading, pick one book and put all the others away for a while. Keep post-it notes somewhere you can see it to remind yourself you have to clean. When getting rid of stuff, look at it from the point of view of a good friend. Your own point of view won't want to get rid of anything. Try listening to lively, instrumental music while you're at it. Don't let any items get on your floor. Everything has a space, whether it be in your bag, in your closet, or in your garbage bag or recycling bin in your garage. Always clear the floor first. It will make the room look a lot cleaner and keep you motivated to clean the rest of your room. When you are putting your clothes away and you want to fit in more clothes, fold your clothes, then lay them on their side. It saves space, and you can easily see what you want when you want it. Plus, it's easy to take out clothes and slide them back into place. Always make your bed in the morning because it reduces the work you might have to do later. Clean your room each week, perhaps make a game of it to make it fun. When you have done a task, give yourself a treat. This way, you will want to finish tidying quicker so that you may get rewarded for your work. Make or use a calendar, so you don't have to worry about forgetting important things such as appointments, dates, etc. If you get something out, such as a book, put it back when you're done. Keep the things that you do not want in a cardboard box. For example, if you read the newspaper every day, you can keep it in a small cardboard box. You stack the newspapers up in the cardboard box once you finish reading it. Act like cleaning your room is a contest. This should motivate you enough that you preserve your room's organization. Try imagining your friends in your room with you, then clean it and imagine them complimenting you on how clean your room is. Warnings. Keep all of your school notes until the end of the school year. You might need them to study for tests. Use things such as zippy bags, folders, and bags to keep loose items safe. If you don't, small bits and pieces like headphones or stationery could get lost. Change your bed sheets every week or two or wash them. Things. Clean cloth. All-purpose cleaner. Vacuum or mop. Storage pieces or containers.